All right, guys, what I want to talk about is seats. I'm on Facebook, you know, and I noticed that the first thing that people want to talk about is, hey, what seat should I get? So, you know, I've tried a lot of seats. I've got 4 different seats here, so I'm going to talk a little bit about them, and I'm going to tell you right now, the factory seats that come on these bikes, usually the biggest problem with them is they're too narrow. Everybody likes a little bit wider seat. So this here is a seat that came on one of my bikes. This was a comfort package. It came for free. I don't think I'd ever pay for it. I think they want about $100 roughly for a comfort package. So it's not only a seat that's more cushioned and, you know, I got springs in it, so on and so forth. This one has a suspension post on it. I like to call these the pogo stick suspension post because it goes up and down, up and down. It drives me crazy. I can't stand it. I mean, it's better than nothing because your only other choice is a rigid post, and then you feel all the bumps. Feeling bumps is not a fun thing to do. So this is better than nothing, like I said, but it's not the answer as far as I'm concerned. A lot of people do find the comfort package pretty good, and they're happy with it, and that's great. But I like to go out, I'm out there for an hour plus all the time. So the seat's got to be pretty comfortable for me, and I found wider the better. I don't really think I have a wide butt, but you know, a butt's bigger than that. Let's put it that way for the most part, unless you're you know, a 13-year-old kid. So, you know, the bigger the better. This one here comes off my wife's bike. It's a very popular seat online. I see a lot of people recommend this thing. I actually think that a lot of women like this seat. I don't particularly like it. It's a nice wide seat. It's got a kind of a different, it's actually called an XWing seat. It's got the springs in it. This one does, this is, like I said, off my wife's bike. She doesn't ride a lot. If she did, I'd get her a better suspension seat post. But this has the pogo stick seat post that you know, came as, I think we got a comfort package on that bike, and it was just like this with the wider seat in that post. But I got her this wider seat because a lot of women were like, hey, this is the one to have. My wife finds it very comfortable, and that's what's important. So I get on the bike, and I don't like these wings on the side. I mean, it's an X-wing, so they get wings. But I don't like it. It just, it's a weird feeling, but I'm not riding a bike, so it doesn't matter. Honestly, if I'm gonna ride my wife's bike, I'll pull this thing out, I'll put one of my seats on it, because it's real easy to pull these things out. But I did want to show you the X-Wing. Again, if you're female, you might want to consider this seat. My favorite seat is the Cloud 9 seat. This is one of the wider Cloud 9. So a Cloud 9 seat is not a Cloud 9 seat. They make a bunch of different ones. This is a Cruiser something or other. I don't remember what the name of it is. I'll have a link in my description to the seat. It has a little bit different material on it that I tend to like rather than this plastic. You're out there on a hot day, the plastic just seems hot. This is a material that seems to breathe a little bit better and seems to be a little much cooler. This particular seat has the memory foam in it, or gel, whatever it is, so it's very comfortable. It does have the large springs in the back of it, and it also has springs under the seat here. And I'll take a picture of it so you can see it better, but I'm pretty sure it does show up on the camera with these springs. So one of these seats here, it has a it's hard plastic on the bottom of it. So you've got the foam and then you got the hard plastic. So this seat here has these springs under it. So not only do you have these, you've got that extra spring in the back of it. And it also, it's not plastic here and it breathes. Like I said, it's a very comfortable seat. This here is an alarm system. If you've seen my other video, you'll know that all my bikes have these alarms in it. This seat here has the alarm in it because it came off of this seat post, which was on another bike. So, let me tell you a little bit of a story here. I have this other seat here, and this is my new favorite seat. I can't take credit for finding this seat. So, Eahbike Reviews, Richard from Eahbike Reviews. You know, send messages back and forth to him, and he had these seats on sale through his website. One of the, it wasn't a Black Friday thing, it was something else. But I said, you know, Richard, is that seat comfortable? You know, they're not a lot of money. I think none of these seats are a lot of money, so it's not a money issue. This is probably the most expensive seat here. I think it runs around $45. I think they go on sale, you can get them for $35. This seat again was like $45, but it was on sale for, I don't know, $35, let's say. So you're not talking a lot of money here. But Richard says, you know, he said, Gary, I'm telling you, this is a very comfortable seat. So I said, you know what, for the money, I'll give it a shot and I'll try it. So I got this seat, I took it out for a ride the first time, and it was very comfortable. I mean, at first it was super comfortable, and then after a while, I don't know, I said, yeah, I don't know, it's, you know, it's very comfortable, but I don't know if it's as comfortable as the Cloud 9. So I took it out for another ride the next day. I left it on the bike. I took it out for another ride, and I'm like, you know what? This seat is very comfortable. You know, maybe it was just a little bit of different shape. Took me a ride or two to get used to it. But yeah, I'm not going back. Let's put it that way. I have a lot of other bikes with the Cloud 9 on it. I'm not going to run out and change all the seats. Honestly, I can move this from bike to bike if I want. So the other funny thing is, the seat post, which I've used these seat posts for a long time. This is a suspension seat post. It's a SunTour suspension seat post. You can get more expensive than these. These run you right around $100. You can get ones that look very similar to these that are pushing $300. I actually had the $300 one on order for my first bike, and I got a notice from Amazon that it was delayed and it was going to be, I don't know, another week, and it kind of pissed me off. So I ended up ordering the SunTour, and I canceled that seat post. I'm glad I did, because this seat post, is the other one better? I don't know. It probably is. Is it $200 better? I don't think it is, but anyways, I run these. So I don't like the pogo stick because you're going up and down. This kind of rocks back and forth, so you don't notice the seat. It does. It pivots back and forth. You don't notice that. On this, I ride it and it's like boom, 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 boom. This one here, you'll never notice it going. It's not going up and down. It is, but it isn't. I mean, it's a different. You'd have to try it, but trust me, this package here is the way to go. Now, the funny thing about the suspension seat post, which I had for a long time, so I bought another bike, and it has a rear suspension in it along with the front forks. So I had a rigid post on it. I'm like, it's got suspension. Why do I need, you know, to put my, for number one, I had this on another bike, so it would have meant buying another one. But I ended up, the other bike sitting over there without a seat on it right now, so I'll probably end up buying another one. But so I said, you know, why do I need this? Watching a video, I watched this guy, his name is Rip One Outdoors, and I'm watching him, and he says, you know, I'm going to put a suspension seat post on my bike, or I did put one on, and I put it on because a friend of mine, he's got the same bike, or a very similar bike with the suspension on the back, and he put the SunTour seat post on, and it's just so comfortable. So I'm like, really? You know? And so, you know, I correspond back and forth with him, and you know, he's like, yeah, you know, it's really comfortable. You try it. So I put it on the bike, and I had it on the bike with this seat, and then I got this seat. And this package right here is the way to go, boy. So yeah, he was right. I mean, suspension seat post, suspension on the bike, this nice big wide seat. I get an awesome ride out of it, and I'm very happy. So you guys, thank you a lot for recommending it, Richard. And Richard, both guys are Richard. So that's Eahbike Reviews, Richard, and the other one is Rip One Outdoors. both those guys, check them out. That's about all I got to say about the seats. I hope you know, it helps. Wide is better, guys. Just remember that. Go for the widest seat you can get. There's a lot of them out there. I do highly recommend this seat. The seat is a BlueWind seat, just so you know. I'll have a link to that too. The Cloud9, also a very good seat. You can't go wrong with a Cloud9. This comfort package, if you have to pay for it when you buy your bike, I don't suggest paying for it because the seat's not worth anything to me, and the seat post is horrible. But some people like it. I don't know. Some people like the factory seat. To each his own. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hit my subscribe button if you would. My subscriptions are going up there. You guys are helping me out. Thank you very much. That's it, guys.